Hey everybody, welcome to our kickoff call for the Slim for the Summer Challenge group. We are so excited to get started tomorrow. We like to jumpstart this with a little video call to kind of get you guys excited and ready and answer any kind of questions that you have. Even questions that you may not know you have, we might address those too. So, first off, I guess I can tell you who I am. My name is Rin Young, and I'm one of the coaches on this team. We have several coaches in this challenge group, and we are all working together. We like to have several coaches in a group, and all of our challengers get in that group. We find it's easier. There's more of us to answer your questions, and there's more of us in the group for anything that you need. Makes it a lot easier on everybody. Plus, more people in the group make it more fun. So, I am a mama of 3, and I'm actually pregnant with number 4. I've been a coach for a year and a half, maybe, something like that. Anyways, and I originally started probably for a lot of the same reasons that you guys did. I was exhausted. I had just had my 3rd kid. I was not looking the way I wanted to. I didn't like what I saw when I looked in the mirror. I was just kind of miserable. I was exhausted, like crazy exhausted all the time. And how can you take care of 3 kids when you're that tired? So I decided to jump in with this. My husband was gone for 8 months training with the Army, and I did this with 3 kids. You know, I had some help from family and stuff, but basically 3 kids by myself, and I jumped in with this. So if I did that, I promise you guys can do this too. We can make this part of your lifestyle, so it's not going to be just like a 21-day diet. We're going to make this to where it changes you. So it's going to require super big participation from everybody here. One of the things that I like to relate it to is like when you're on an airplane and the flight attendant tells you to make sure you put on your mask before you put on your kids or anyone else's. As a parent, you automatically want to put that mask on your kid first, but what happens if you do that and then you pass out? Like you can't take care of your kids, so you have to take care of you first. So for this next 21 days, that's what I want you guys to do. I want you guys to put your health first. I'm not saying let your kids be neglected, but I want this to be a priority on your list. We're going to work on you, and it's going to make you a better mom, a better wife, a better friend, everything. You're going to notice a complete and total difference. Okay? So that's what I need is dedication. Now, on this call, we're going to go over quite a few different things, but what we're going to first start out with is mostly everyone here is doing the 21-day fix. There are a few people doing different things, but the meal plan is so similar that we're going to just kind of go over the 21-day fix. If you have a specific question, if you're doing a different meal plan, write it down, ask it at the end, or pop it in the chat. But they all kind of relate. But first of all, I want to talk about figuring out your calorie level. I know some of you have probably already done this, but for those of you that haven't, I've got my book on my phone here. But you take your current weight and you multiply it times 11. And then you add 400 to that. After you get that number, you're going to subtract 750. And that's your calorie target. Now, if you are pregnant, you're going to add 250 to that. And if you're breastfeeding, you're going to add 500. So you just want to make sure you get enough for your baby. Okay, but once you figure that out, you go look at the calorie chart, and it will show you exactly how many of each container you can have in a day. And here's the containers. I'm sure most of you have your package by now, but some of you don't. I'm actually missing my yellow one because my daughter used it and it's in the dishwasher right now. But here's your containers. Okay, so let's say your range was in the first category, so you're going to have 3 greens in a day. So you're going to take this green container and you're going to fill it up 3 different times in a day. You can use the top and put it over it, or you can use your hand. I just use my hand. Fill it up, put it on top of it. We'll talk about the few things that you don't measure with the container, but mostly everything, you're going to put it in this container. Whatever fits is what you eat. So that first category gets 3 greens, 2 purples, 4 reds. So you basically fill them up the amount of times that it says and eat that many in a day. So let's talk about the different containers really quick. Some of the things get kind of confusing, so don't just think you know what goes in what container, because some things are a little bit different than you would think. Rely on that book. I still take my book with me everywhere I go. I thought I brought my book in here. It is disastrous, my book. Like, I have used it. It is so worn out. I've had it for so long. I wrote in it. It looks like I use it. It's in my purse like all the time. So take it with you. What I did is I went through the list and I marked out the things that I knew I hated. That way when I was making my grocery list, I didn't have to read through all of it over and over again. I did not mark off the things that I've never tried, because with this, you're going to end up trying a lot of new things and liking what you think you might not. So don't mark it off if you haven't tried it. But for me, like, I hate beets. I'm not going to eat beets. So I crossed those off. Mushrooms, I can't. Cross them off. So it just makes it a little easier. Okay, but these are veggies. Your green is your veggies. So your kale, your spinach, your collard greens, broccoli, celery, lettuce, but not iceberg lettuce, y'all. Iceberg lettuce does not count, okay? Peppers, carrots. Carrots are actually 10 baby carrots. You can slice them and put them in this, or it's 10 baby carrots. So don't fill this up with baby carrots. It's just 10. Let's see. Asparagus is 10 spears. So there. Okra goes in here. Of course, not fried okra. Different things like that. Okay, purple. Just a little secret. The green and the purple container are the exact same size. So if you, if one is dirty, you can use the other one. But the purple is your fruits. So your strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, grapes. Now for an apple, it's 1 small apple, 4 small apricots, 1 medium orange. If you have tangerines, it's 2 of them. A half of a banana, y'all. Most people forget this one and eat a whole banana. It's a half of a banana. So don't eat a whole one and count it as 1. If you eat a whole banana, that's 2 purple containers, okay? Tomato sauce also goes in here, so just, that's one random thing. Tomato sauce goes in here. Let's see. Okay, the next one is the red one, and that's your protein. This is also counting as your Shakeology. So when you drink Shakeology, you mark off 1 red container. So let's say you put a half a banana in your Shakeology. You just used a purple and a red. So make sure you count the things that you put in your Shakeology too. Okay? So red is the protein. Now, things like eggs, you don't put those in here. Eggs is 2 whole eggs if you're eating the yolk. If you don't eat the yolk, you just eat the egg whites, it's 8 eggs. It's a lot of eggs, so just remember that. It's in your book. Greek yogurt, regular yogurt, fish. This one's pretty self-explanatory. Protein goes in here. Okay, the yellow container is the one that I don't have out here, but that's the carb one. It's also the one that you would mainly use to swap out for cheats, and we'll talk about those cheats in just a minute. But the yellow one, your sweet potatoes go in there. Beans, quinoa. If you've never tried quinoa, like I hadn't before, I definitely recommend you try it. It's really, really great. Me and my kids, we all love it. When I tell my kids we have quinoa for dinner, they're like jumping excited. I usually put kale and olive oil and salt, Mediterranean sea salt in there. They love it. So we can post some recipes if y'all need it. That's also where the corn goes. Pasta. You'll think about it. Okay, so I don't have the container, but it's in between these 2 sizes here. Spaghetti. Think about spaghetti. I know everybody here, every time you've ever made spaghetti, you've ate way more than that container would allow for pasta. Everybody, think about it. Think about how many portions you just ate. So let's put that into perspective there. Your pasta goes here. Crackers, only whole grain crackers. Your bread, you get 1 piece of bread, y'all. So it's not a sandwich. Like a sandwich would be 2 yellow. So if you want to fold it in half, this is like 1 piece of bread is yellow. English muffin, you only get half of a muffin. You get half of a bagel. Let's see. Tortillas, you only get 1 small whole wheat tortilla or 2 small corn tortillas. So make sure you're looking at those numbers, y'all. You don't want to eat the wrong amount. Blue container, this is one of my favorites. This is your cheese container, your nut container, your avocado container, and I love all 3 of those things. But with almonds and things like that, you don't put them in here, you count them. So it's 12 almonds. 12. 12 is 1 serving. So think if you go to the gas station and get that big old bag of almonds and you're chewing down those almonds thinking you're doing great, sure, you're eating a good snack, but you're eating way more than your body can handle. So that's way too much fat for your body to break down at one time, so hold on to it. So most people think, I'm eating good, you know, I know what I'm doing, I know what to eat, but they just don't know how much. That kills a lot of it. Okay, so 14 peanuts, 8 cashews, avocado, you can mash it and put it in here, or it's 1/4 of a medium one. Your hummus goes in here. I love hummus and carrots. That's one of my favorite snacks. Cheese goes in here. Small amount, y'all. So if you're eating tacos or something, beware. Don't eat cheese any other time of the day because that's all you get. Okay, let's see here. The orange container, they actually give you 2 of these. And I don't really know why. I'm guessing maybe you can store dressing in one and have the other one. But it's your dressing one, your pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, flaxseed, coconut, olives. And I love pumpkin seeds, so I'll just, I get like a big bag and just scoop it in there and I'll just eat it as my snack, but pumpkin seeds are delicious. Okay, now at the end it says teaspoons. Of course they don't give you a teaspoon, you measure that at home. But that's what your oils go into, your nut butters and your seed butters. If you haven't tried almond butter, I highly recommend it. I eat it pretty much every single morning. I put a teaspoon of almond butter on my whole grain toast, and it's probably one of the most fantastic things I've ever eaten in my life. I would eat it all day long if I could. But also, if you find at the end of the day you're not getting in all of your teaspoons, if you think back and you remember that you cooked with olive oil and you didn't count it in there, that makes it not as big of a deal. So just kind of try to think about that. If you're cooking with it and everything, try to count it. It'll help. Now, free foods. There's not that many, but the water bar, you can put pretty much anything in your water to help you drink it. Lemon and lime juice, but not lemonade. Vinegars are good. Mustard's good. Herbs, fresh and dry. All spices except for salt. Garlic, I never used to cook with garlic before, and now I find myself using it like every day. It really does help add flavor to things, so garlic's a great one. Hot sauce, Tabasco or Mexican only, pure vanilla extract, peppermint, all that stuff. And then there's a bunch of seasoning mixes that they have. Okay, now let's talk about replacements for those food containers, because so many people ask if they're allowed to switch this for that, so let's go ahead and talk about that. The yellow one, of course, the one that I don't have, but it's your carb. If you want to have like regular milk, if you're going to eat something, or you want regular milk if you're a regular milk person, up to 3 times a week you can swap out 1 yellow container for that. So not every day, but up to 3 times a week. And so the same goes for the rest of the ones on that list. That's soy milk, almond milk. I'm going to get back to almond milk in a minute. Coconut water, fresh fruit juices, rice milk, wine. They do say wine. So a few times a week you can trade a yellow for a wine. And then they have a bunch of different treats listed down below. And they've given you like recipes and stuff, like if you need chocolate or something like that, if you're just completely dying and you need that chocolate, they tell you what all you can switch out for that. Now, we'll say this. I recommend if it's your very first round, not doing like cookies and stuff like that, just because it kind of makes it a little harder on you. Your very first round, I want you to try to be as strict as possible, and that'll make every round after this go a little bit smoother for you. So if you can hold out, no wine, no cookies, if you can, I would. It would just make it go a lot easier. I know my very first round, I was so strict on it, but I reached my goals. So after my very first round, I was back to my pre-pregnancy weight. But I was really strict. I followed that book to a T. I'm telling you, I brought it with me everywhere I went. I read it like it was my favorite book in the world. Like I memorized it. So just stick with it. Okay, and then at the back of the book, they give you a bunch of different recipes and things, and they will give you the container count for them. So like they give you a mixed veggie stir fry. You probably can't even see it on my phone. But they will list out exactly how many containers it is of each. So that's handy. Another book that has recipes, I have it right here. It's called Fixate. It's not required, of course, but I got it. You can talk to your coach if you're interested in it. It has so many recipes, and it tells you like exactly, you can see up here, it gives you the container count for the whole thing, so you don't have to like do math or anything. I love this book and I use it all the time, but of course it's not necessary. You can also look on Pinterest. Pinterest has tons and tons of recipes. We'll be posting recipes. If you have a specific thing that you like, post it in the group and we can try to see if we have a recipe that would work for you. Let's see here. Okay. We'll get back to questions in a minute if you have questions about your containers. But right now I want to talk about what you need to do before tomorrow or before by tomorrow evening if you haven't yet. We want to take before pictures. We want to measure. We want to weigh. We'll get to the weighing very last. But for the before pictures, I definitely recommend you taking a set in either a swimsuit or put on a sports bra and some shorts, something where you can kind of see. You can take a second set with clothes on if you want to, but for you, I totally recommend you taking one in a bathing suit or a sports bra and shorts. Or if you're a guy, just shorts. But it's going to help you to be able to see changes, because the changes on the outside you're going to notice a lot more in a picture. Like it's going to be crazy, and I want you to see every little thing. So please, please, please take those. You don't have to show anybody. You do not have to post them in the group. It's just for you. Measurements. We posted the charts so that you can see exactly where to measure. If you downloaded the 21 Day Fix Tracker app, it also has a place in there. You can go in and put in your measurements, and then you can put them in at the end, and it calculates it for you. I love that app. If you don't have that app, I definitely recommend downloading it. They have one for regular and extreme. And then weighing. Okay, guys, you weigh yourself first thing tomorrow morning, and then you put that scale away until the end of this 21 days. I do not want to see anything about people posting about weight, nothing. Because let's say this is your very first time trying to work out like ever. You never drank water before. You never tried any of this. Your body's going to kind of freak out a little bit at first, and you might retain that water, but that's actually what you want. Your muscles need that water, so it's going to hold on to that water to start helping develop those muscles. You're going to freak out if you get on the scale. Oh my gosh, I gained a pound. I gained a pound. This isn't working. But it is. So keep the scale away, because I promise, at the end of this 21 days, if you do what we say and you follow these books and these lists and everything that we're giving you, you're going to be happy, okay? You're going to notice a difference. You're going to feel a difference. So trust me, put the scale away. At the end, you can measure again and you can weigh again, but put it away. I usually make everybody pinky promise, but I can only see 2 of your faces, so I won't make you pinky promise, but just don't do it. Okay, let's see. I feel like I went over the main topics. Did I forget anything? Anybody? The main things to go over? I didn't bring my notebook this time, so I wasn't reading off of it. Okay, I'm going to open the line up for questions really quick. So if you have any questions, unmute your line and ask away. No question is a stupid question, y'all. I'd rather you ask and know than not know. Anybody? What's the usual questions we get asked? Let's see. Oh, there is one thing I did not go over. A lot of people think they can change their bracket. Like if you want to lose weight quicker, people try to go down to the bracket underneath. Don't do that. This was made by a nutritionist, and it was made specifically focused on you and your body and what you want to do. So you are in your bracket for a reason. Don't go down to the one below. Don't go to the one above. Stick to your bracket. Make sure you're eating all the containers in your bracket. Most people think, well, if I skipped a container today, it's okay. No, eat those containers. My first few days, y'all, I had a really hard time getting all my containers in. It was a lot of food. Like, you don't really realize how much food you're eating until it happens. But make sure you do it. Eat it all. Eat all that food. It's there for a reason. It's fueling your body. If you don't eat enough, you're going to starve your body. Your body's going to go into starvation mode. It's going to hold on to all that fat, and it's going to kill your metabolism. So make sure you're eating the way you're supposed to be eating. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water. You need to be drinking at least half of your body weight in ounces. So if you weigh 120 pounds, you need to be drinking 60 ounces a day. Don't forget, make sure. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm preaching at y'all. Just I want y'all to succeed. What I want you guys to do is over this next 21 days, I want you to completely rely on this group. I want you to post in there for everything. The motivation that you're going to get is insane. Like, this group is the best. It's the only way I got through my first one, literally. People, it's just amazing. If you jump on there and say, guys, I just don't feel like working out today, you're going to have all these people sending you reasons why you need to and motivating you. And it really does work, I promise. You can post in there, geez, anything. I've seen people post in there about completely random things that don't even have anything to do with a group. But we end up being just a big circle of friends in the end. So it definitely helps. Rely on the group. If you're not talking in there every day, it's not going to be a good group and it's not going to be fun. So make sure you're participating. You participating is going to help Susie Joe get through it as well. So make sure you're participating. We're going to have a different challenge up every single day, and it's not going to be anything crazy. You're not going to have to go streaking or do my laundry or anything like that. Although if you want to do my laundry, you can. I'll give you 20 points. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so it's not going to be anything crazy. Just simple little tasks every day to kind of help you a little more. And we will give points. And we will keep up with the points, so you don't have to keep up with those points. You just worry about you. But at the end, we will be giving away a new workout tank and a workout bottle. I love new workout clothes. So workout tank and a workout bottle, water bottle type thing. Really cool stuff. So if you win, you get to get that. And all you have to do is participate. Like, that's it. That's it. And really participating only helps you guys. So we're trying to help you succeed. Okay, let's see. Did I forget anything now? I think that's about everything that we're going to cover. So questions yet? Anybody? This will be posted in the group, so if you do have any questions, you can comment on it. You can comment in the group. If you're not comfortable with asking a certain question, message your coach. That's totally fun too. If you haven't found a recipe of Shakeology you like yet, post in the group, because we have some recipes. We have tried probably everything under the sun. And once you find the recipes that you like, Shakeology is my favorite thing to drink. My kids drink it. It's my favorite. Also, some people, if you're not used to it with Shakeology, in the very beginning, there's so many vitamins in it. Sometimes it might clean you out a little bit or make you have a little upset tummy. It's just because there's so many vitamins and nutrients in it. Your body may not be used to it. So if you do get a little irritable the first couple of days internally, take it down to half a scoop for like a couple of days and then try doing a full scoop again. And that usually helps people. But there's so much good in it that if your body's not used to all that good, it's going to be like, what's going on? Okay, I'm rambling now. So if anyone has any questions, now's the time. If not, I'm going to do this little drawing here. So right now, I have in my fruit cup, I have all the names of our new challengers for this round, and we are drawing, and what we are drawing for is a performance sampler pack. And that, I'm going to forget something. There's like 5 different things. It has Energize, which you would take before a hard workout, and it would, I promise you, get you through your workout. It gets you fired up and ready to go. Once you take it, you can't not work out. Like, you have to. There's Chocolate Recover, which you would take after the workout, and it helps speed muscle recovery, helps you not be sore, and it tastes like a chocolate frosty from Wendy's. It's amazing. There's also creatine that you get, and Hydrate, which is like the best version of Gatorade possible. Gatorade has a lot of sugar, and this does not. It's really, really good for you, but it builds back up your electrolytes. And I'm missing one. What is it, Melanie? You remember? There's one more. I posted it in the group, but it's a good aid in these workouts, and it is NSF approved, so the sports people can use it, and we Beachbody just partnered up with, what is it, Ironman, like very recently. Is that what it's called, Ironman? So they officially use all of these products for all of their functions. So anyways, they're awesome products, and my 2 kids just walked in the room, so if it gets loud, the 2 girls are in here. I'm sorry. Okay, enough of me talking. I'm going to draw for this now, so fingers crossed. Who's going to win it? And my 8-year-old wants to draw, so she's going to. Close your eyes. Who'd you get? Who'd you get?
April.
April, you won. April Guthie. Woohoo! So I am going to get that in the mail to you. Congratulations. Yeah, y'all can go draw over there. Have one. Melody. My 3-year-old says Melody won. Okay, that's enough, y'all. Okay, so if there's no other questions, that's all I have for now. If I can think of anything more, I will post it in the group. Y'all just know you're going to be pretty sore. Okay, y'all are going to be pretty sore the first few days. Make sure you're stretching. Don't avoid the cool down and the warm up, y'all. Those are very, very important. Cool down with your muscles. Make sure you're stretching really good because it's going to help. You're going to be sore.
You have to. Because it's sorry.
Okay. You're going to be sore. So just know stretching is going to help, and just know that that's going to go away. Okay. The headaches are going to come if you're used to drinking caffeine and you don't. They're going to come. So just know that. Prepare for it. If you have to take some Tylenol, take some Tylenol, but it will go away, I promise. If you're still drinking coffee in the morning, yes, she is. They're both future coaches. If you drink coffee in the morning, eat your breakfast first, because I hear a lot of people say that once they drink their coffee, they're not hungry, so they don't get their containers in right away. So drink coffee after you eat. Okay, I'm trying to think of any other little tips that I know to throw them at you, but I'm just rambling. So I am going to let you all go. If you have any questions, post in the group anyways. The assignments are going to be posted first thing in the morning, so you can get them in before work, after work, on lunch, whenever. But that is all. So I hope you guys have a great night. Wake up tomorrow ready to go. If you're going to work out first thing in the morning, set your clothes on your nightstand. Set a water bottle there, so the first thing you see when you open your eyes is those workout clothes staring at you. Sleep in your clothes if you have to, whatever you got to do. Just make sure you're going to get it done, okay? We're going to rock this challenge. We're going to rock the next 21 days.
Ran, did you say recharge a few minutes ago? For that,
Recharge. I did not recharge. Recharge is the one that is overnight. So if you have a really, really hard, this is,
really, really hard. You can spend time and exercise.
Okay, the last performance product that I forgot was Recharge, and it's an overnight thing. So if you have a really, really, really hard workout, you can drink it, and it'll help overnight. It'll help you sleep better, but it'll help recharge your muscles overnight, and you won't be sore the next day. So it's really good too. Good call, Effie. That's my mom. Okay. All right. Well,
That's Nina.
that is Nina. You're right. Okay. Well, I'm gonna stop recording now. So, good luck, everybody, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning, first thing bright and early, for any questions. Bye, guys.
Bye. Bye.